Chloe with the Arizona Cycling Association, and I'm here to take you on a lap out at McDowell. This is the venue of our race number 4 of our 2022 season. And we're gonna do a sport tech loop, which is our high school course. Today, we have a little bit of a tailwind as we head out for the start of our loop. Can't decide how hard I want to go today, but you'll probably hear me breathing pretty hard as we climb. I've raced out here many times and I absolutely love this course. And it's in really good condition. We had a handful of teams out here last weekend working with the MBAA. They're just working on trail maintenance, making sure the course is ready for this weekend, and really just all of our trail users out here. So huge thanks to everyone that showed up last Saturday and lent a hand. The MBAA has been one of our longtime sponsors, and they run our spring regional race series. They are also a trails group. So the course narrows down pretty quickly once we leave the parking lot. Even so, there are plenty of opportunities to pass, like right here. So if you're looking to move up, look for these opportunities and communicate with other riders out there. Likewise, if you're not too concerned with moving up right off the start, maybe you just really want to ease into your race, where it takes you a little bit of time to build some confidence out there. Make sure you're staying some of these sections. You know, make sure you're working with riders that would like to make it pass. Is always a little painful right here. This is a really fun little downhill. Make sure you're in that low, ready position as you're coming down that hill and into that corner at the bottom. Remember, as you corner, it's low, look, and lean. It's really useful to remember some keywords when you race out here. Important because when you get tired, your mind starts to wander. You have something really simple to remind yourself and to kind of cue you to focus, distract you from how your legs feel, what other people are doing out there, maybe what place you're in, and just focus on really the task at hand, which is riding your bike. Trying to ride your bike smoothly, trying to ride it as fast as you're able to go, of the first climb, which is really gradual. Once you turn this corner, you really get a sense of the elevation you just gained. Like to shift early before this descent, just so you're set up for this steep little punchy climb. Get ready to shift again over the top. To brake pretty hard coming into that corner, and then it's all about kind of looking for the exit. That's always been a tricky corner. Woo. So fun. So we do a sport loop first, which means we go left here. Remember, on race day, our courses are very well marked, thanks to Darren, our chief course setter, and a handful of volunteers. Whew. Oh, that's fun. Just takes me a little time to get a feel for a course. That's why I love racing laps. I feel like each time around the course you have an opportunity to ride it a little bit better. A little bit of a job out there that has nothing to do with any type of placing, whether it's something related to your fueling, your pacing, your mindset, so your attitude out there while racing. Maybe it's, I really want to be working on my braking out there. So come up with some keywords to remind you about your proper form and just practice out there during a race. No matter how the finish winds up, you can go back and be like, wow, you know, maybe I didn't feel very strong, but I really rode this section well. Anyway, I like to give myself little bits of homework like that while out racing. All right, we're getting close to starting our big climb. Ooh, that was a loud shift. This is a really fun section through here. A few berms. Where you're gonna want to, this might be a good section to govern yourself a little bit. Like you might be chomping at the bit, but we have a hard climb ahead, and this is a good spot to rest a little bit before the course gets really hard. Starting the tech loop. And this is the bottom of the climb. I like to think of this section as the warm-up. So sometimes, like a harder climb, I might break it into pieces to make it a little bit more manageable out there. I'm calling this one this section the warm-up because it does get a lot harder. You want to remind yourself that you got to keep a little something in the tank. And I'm going to push myself pretty hard up the harder section of this climb. You'll hear me breathing kind of hard. I'm already breathing hard. All right, we're bypassing the little drop right there. Savor this little downhill. This right here, still calling this the warm-up. This is also one of your last opportunities to make some passes before it gets too narrow to do so. So it might be advantageous to put in a good effort here to catch someone, but remember, it still gets hard. This will be a great place to cheer on riders too. Everybody's going to need a little encouragement to get up this climb. We still got some cowbells left, so make sure to come by and grab some. Whew. All right, about when we get to this bush, climb kicks up. I'm going to call this section the crux. This is like the crux of the climb. This is where it gets really hard. whether you're riding this, whether you might have to get off and walk a few sections. That's okay. Just prepare yourself that this is where it gets kind of tough. Good thing to remind yourself is to just keep pushing forward. Whether you're walking, riding, whether you have a rider breathing down your neck or you're chasing someone down. All right. You keep the effort up. Well, I'm sitting on most of this climb, but I'm also getting out of the saddle occasionally, where I'm scooting way forward, help with traction. All right, guys, this last part of the climb, I call this the relief, because it's such a relief to turn that corner. For one, I have a little more wind, so it just feels cooler. I have an amazing view, the Superstition Mountains, the Verde River, and I'm getting really close to the top of the climb. Well, we did it. This is the top of T-Bone Ridge. You can still pedal through here, although I'm pretty tired. It's a good opportunity to take a breather. I'm in a neutral position right now, off the saddle, resting, with my pedals level. All right, now I'm gonna get into more of a ready position and start the descent off this ridge. Really important through here to just keep your focus ahead. Loose, wide open sections can kind of change pretty quickly. Just went straight down the middle there. The right line also looks pretty good. All right, we made it through the toughest part of the course. We still have some pedaling left to do. I just love this course out here. That's where I need to remind myself. Still racing. Continue on to still on the tech loop. So we're in the some heat out there on race day. And if that's the case, which you certainly plan on, most important thing is to come into the weekend hydrated. So make sure you're bringing a water bottle to class. Make sure you're keeping it filled with water that tastes good. You know, and just keep sipping on that. If you're dehydrated, you can't really make up for it in an evening or, like, you know, drinking a whole lot on race day. You really have to start your hydration in the days prior to your race weekend. Especially if you're racing in the afternoon, you know, make sure you're staying in the shade as much as possible, you know, the morning of your race. You know, and keep up on your hydration. Make sure you're drinking out on the race course. My preference is to keep it simple. I always like to drink in the feed zone or right before. And when I drink, I tend to drink a lot of water at once. It's something you gotta practice, and if you feel better just sipping on your bottle throughout your race, then absolutely do that. But when you're pre-riding, make sure to practice, you know, or identify a couple spots where you drink water. And that way it's something you don't really have to think about. You just, all right, this is the spot I'm gonna drink, and then that's the spot you drink every lap. I also like to keep myself cool during my warm-up or right before staging with a cold towel, you know, and I can easily keep a towel cold. Sometimes I'll throw it in the freezer the night before and keep it in a cooler. If you just get it wet and wring it out. If you have wind, it doesn't even need to be cold to keep you cool. We actually have a handful of cooling towels that we're selling at the merchandise tent. I have one and I absolutely love it. You just kind of drape them over your shoulders, and it's like your own little personal evaporative cooler. You don't race with it, but it's good to keep on before the start. All right, this is where we go left as well. So we talked about heat, we talked about pacing a little bit. You really got to be prepared for putting in some efforts on that climb. But we still have plenty of pedaling left. You got to make sure you're keeping something in the tank for laps 2, 3, or 4, depending on how many you race. You don't want to be surprised by those, I don't know, water bars we'll call them, during the race. All right, here's one of the last climbs. Here we tie back into the sport loop. Whew. This finish is gonna hurt. Back where we started. Thanks everyone.